As Pender County Schools makes preparations for elementary students to return to the classroom under Governor Cooper's Plan A model, it is important for families to have information about what school will look like upon returning to campus so they can make the most informed decision possible regarding the education model they want their student to learn under for the remainder of the semester. This video is intended to walk you through those details and help families have a complete understanding before making a decision. Starting Monday, November 9th, on-campus learning will take place on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. All elementary students will learn virtually on Wednesday. The current model of Plan B cohort-based learning will not be an option for students once Plan A is enacted on November 9th. Elementary students will either have to take part in face-to-face learning 4 days a week or be completely remote learners. While the plan for learning is changing, certain protocols will remain in place per the state's model for Plan A. Every morning, all students will have their temperature taken before they can go to a classroom. Proper mask procedures required by Governor Cooper and the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services remain mandatory when on campus. Because elementary and middle school students ride the bus together, the buses must continue to operate under Governor Cooper's Plan B guidelines. This means students must wear a mask and have an individual seat assigned to them unless they are riding with members of the same household. Then they can sit together. Social distancing, meaning 6-foot spacing, must be practiced when on school grounds, except when in the classroom. At this time, district officials are working to develop plans related to how students will receive and eat lunch. More information will be made available as further guidance is received. While the goal is to provide as much space as possible in a classroom around every student, classroom distancing will depend largely on the number of students who opt to return for in-person learning. That brings us to classrooms. It's important to understand that under General Assembly statute, all kindergarten through 3rd grade classrooms must have 21 or less students in them. This statute dictates teacher allotment for those grade levels, while affecting the number of teachers available at other grade levels. Additionally, teachers that are currently providing online-only instruction could be shifted to in-person learning or remain as online-only instructors. Again, this largely depends on the amount of returning students and classroom needs. Those two factors could mean a change in the teacher your child is currently assigned to when Plan A begins on November 9th. Inside classrooms, you'll see that individual desks may have replaced group tables in some settings. In certain circumstances, tables will continue to be used, but clear dividers will be installed to separate students. Much like the classroom space, the number of returning students could also cause bus assignments as well as pickup and drop-off times to be altered. Information on such changes will not be available until a complete understanding of who will be utilizing school-provided transportation is gathered. This information will be communicated to families as soon as it is available. For families who opt to engage in online-only learning, students will be asked to log on 3 to 4 times a day for live instruction with a teacher. Digital instruction will be approximately 3 hours each day, and all live instruction will take place during normal school hours based on the teacher's daily schedule. Students will be assigned independent assignments to be completed virtually on their own, just like they would take homework with them if they were engaged in face-to-face instruction. On Wednesday, October 21st, your school will email you a confirmation of intent form that must be filled out by 4 p.m. on Monday, October 26th. The form will ask for your email address or phone number to start, followed by how many pre-K through 5th grade students you have in your household. Once you've selected how many students you have, you can input information for all those students on the same form. You'll be asked to provide your students' names, grade levels, and the school they're attending. The following questions will need to be answered for each student. When Pender County Schools implements Plan A on November 9th, this student will receive the following instruction. You'll have to choose between face-to-face or virtual learning. Additionally, you'll be asked if your student will need bus transportation. Again, the deadline to submit this information is 4 p.m. on Monday, October 26th, so that school and district officials can begin making plans for what learning and transportation will look like on November 9th. Be aware that if you choose to be an online-only learner starting on November 9th, you will have to remain under that model through the end of the first semester. We thank you for your attention to this video and ask that you continue to monitor all district and school-level communication platforms for the latest information.